DC Multiverse!
Would you look at this? Just when you think that there will be no more action figures of the main man, we have not only the main man, but the only man. And get a look at that SPACEHOG. This is the SPACEHOG that I know a lot of us Lobo fans have been waiting for the better part of 20 years. Ever since that first Lobo, Dawg, and SPACEHOG pack came out, well, I never even bought it because I was like, the hog is too small. It looked like one of those coin-operated rides that you would stick a quarter in. But this is something that McFarlane should be proud of. Here, let's look at Dawg first. Dude, this is pretty cool. I can see how there are definitely places where more paint apps could have been used. If you're a customizer like myself and you want things to be just right, you may want to add some silver paint to the little spike on top of his hat there and around the rims of his goggles there. It's funny, these goggles are to protect you from like debris and wind and dirt on the road, but Dawg's just wearing it in space. Much like Crypto, which I haven't reviewed yet, no articulated parts to this dog. It's just one piece. But dude, the face looks really cool. Got a gnarly collar, big muscly back. This dog definitely lifts, bro. There is an action figure base with Lobo's name right here emblazoned in red letters. I do wish that the insides of the B were painted black to match the two circles that are also black in both of the O's. And there is a detachable triple neck guitar that Lobo can also play. Kinda neat because now we have two stringed instruments for our characters to rock out with. However, where the back of this red one here that came with Batman is actually a completed guitar with all the details and such, the Lobo guitar with its gas pipes and all of its knobs and strings is just hollow. It really is a one-sided accessory. Oh yeah, and he also comes with the chain, just like he did last time, that wraps around his fist and goes through his hand there. This hook chain is like the quintessential Lobo weapon. That and his shotgun. Let's make him shred on the guitar now, shall we? Come to think of it, that's some pretty dumb placement for knobs. You'd usually want them to be down here somewhere out of the way, but of course he's got an exhaust pipe down here on the base of the guitar, so of course the knobs have to go where you'd be strumming. I guess he's relegated to this little tiny spot right down here. So the knobs have to go here. Still, very cool looking accessory, at least from the front, if not from the back. And of course you have this peg right here that comes with the base. And this is used for actually putting the cycle on so that it's above the ground, so it looks like it's hovering. And the guitar just fits back on the base like that, so that it can also just be decorative. And we have Lobo, who comes with two heads, so now we have three McFarlane DC Multiverse Lobo heads in total. Aside from the two different head sculpts that come with this Lobo, he's pretty much the same. It's very much the same figure, which means this time around they still didn't paint the fleshy bits in the insides of his rips, nor the backs of his boots, or the spikes on the shoulders of his ripped sleeve leather jacket. This short spike-haired Lobo head sculpt, I really like this. This resounds really well with me. This is old school Lobo. Now I definitely like long-haired Lobo better, like as a look, but this is just so neat looking. Big, fat mouth wide open, clearly enjoys what he's doing. And then we have your typical grinning, sinister, long-haired Lobo head sculpt. And I don't feel like very many of them have gotten this right. All three heads side by side, I don't really know which one I like better. I think I like them all about even. And here's all my Lobos, by the way, standing side by side. DC Direct, Mattel DC Multiverse, Storm Collectibles, and both versions of Lobo from McFarlane Toys. Nothing compares to this SPACEHOG. This hog has all the detail that you and I would hope for from Lobo's space traversing, I would say bike, but it doesn't have wheels. It's got the engine popping out the hood. It's got the long handlebars right down there. It's a space chopper. You've got, instead of just the engine with the wheels. You got these two big space turbines right here in the back with the big metal pipes, and the entire thing is detailed except for under here. I would have liked to see that continue so that there is no ugly underneath, but the whole thing can be displayed. Here we have his bike. Oh my goodness, it's hard to get a good shot of this thing. I'm gonna have to grab my lights because it goes way back. Here's the back of what the bike looks like. Man, what a cool piece. Here's what the handlebar section of the SPACEHOG looks like, along with the gas tank area and all of the engine and its bits. Personally, I love Lobo in this SPACEHOG. It's a combination that I've been waiting for, like I said, for a long time. And as soon as this went up for pre-order, I snaggled it as fast as I possibly could. I don't know where you may or may not get a chance to snag this thing up, but if you do find yourself with this in front of you and a price tag, I would say pick it up. Don't let it just sit there, because you know what happens. Someone else buys it, and then you don't get to take it home and be like, look at my sexy SPACEHOG with my savage Lobo sitting on top of it. Because this is definitely something worth adding to your collection if you're a Lobo fan, or someone who's just a fan of collecting McFarlane's DC Multiverse characters in general. Don't pass this one up, guys, if it's possible. Anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you found this to be an interesting, enticing, insightful waste of time for the day. And if you did, that's fantastic. I will see you with the next one. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.